Good morning everyone. Myself Professor Smita Ganzre from Lokmanya Tilak College of Engineering, Navi Mumbai. Today I am going to explain the basic concepts of the FEA, that is finite element analysis. So finite element analysis is an integral part of the computer aided engineering and is extensively used in the field of analysis and design of the complex real life system. So basically this finite element method is the numerical method which is used to solve the differential equations. The engineering problems are analyzed by forming differential equations for different processes and solving the same by applying suitable boundary conditions. We are going to apply the boundary conditions to the differential equation and then we will get the result. So the main problem arises when the differential equations becomes complex and the domain over which they are to be solved are complex. So in such cases the numerical methods are very useful. For solving such problems we are going to use finite element analysis method. The simple linear static problems as well as highly complex non-linear transient dynamic problems are solved by using the finite element method. So there are basically three different types of the methods which we are going to use for solving the complexity or the problem. First one is the classical approach which gives the 100% result, but it is applicable for only the simple problems like the cantilever and simply supported beam, not the real life problems. Next is the numerical method, which is the mathematical representation. Approximate and assumptions are made. Here we are getting the approximate results because we are assuming some assumptions. It is applicable for real life complicated problems. Next one is the experimental methods, which involves the actual measurement. For taking the actual measurement there is the time consumption and we need the expensive setup. Hence we are going to concentrate on using the finite element method. So there is the general finite element procedure. First one is the formation of the governing differential equation. So the physical engineering problem such as any thermal or structural or electrical network problem is expressed at mathematical model in the form of differential equation, which we are going to call is as the governing differential equation. Then the solution is approximate one in finite element analysis method. So it is always equal to some residue, not it is equal to 0. The aim is to minimize the residue and to maximize its extent to possible. Then there is the discretization. What actually the discretization is? The domain of the problem is divided into the number of sub small domains or elements. Hence it is known as the discretization. Next one is the formation of the element matrix equation. The governing differential equation as obtained above is analyzed for single element by obtaining which is called as element matrix equation by using the Rayleigh-Ritz-Wick formulation method. Then such matrix equations for each element are now formed by suitably substituting the values in the element matrix equations produced for a general element. Then there is the formation of the global matrix equation. All the element matrix equations are now assembled to form a global matrix equation. To this global matrix equation, the global boundary conditions are imposed and the equations are now solved to get the required solution for the unknowns. So this is the complete procedure for the finite element analysis. Then the applications of the FEM in various fields. So the various applications include the structural analysis where we will get the stresses and strains. We are going to find out the deflection, bending moments, etc. at specific point in the system. Then there is the vibration analysis where we get the natural frequencies, resonant frequencies and dynamic response of the system to time varying loads. Then there is the thermal analysis where we get the temperature values, heat flow, thermal stresses in critical areas. Similarly, there is the fluid analysis where we get the pressure, velocities, discharge at the critical points. Similarly, we will get the nuclear engineering where we are going to use the finite element method, electrical circuits and the non-linear analysis where we get the advanced material behavior such as plastic yielding, buckling or failure, etc. So these are the applications of the finite element method. So in this lecture we have seen the basic procedure of the finite element analysis and the applications of the finite element method. Thank you.